Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Wednesday, March 21st, 2018. This market has only been open for less than half of an hour, and it's already crazy. Let's talk about what's going on here. Earlier, right at the open, stocks were higher. They are now lower as I am doing this video blog. Again, that's not the real story. As I am doing this video blog, the sell-off in the bond market that started yesterday is continuing now. And this was my fear. Like I outlined for all of you, I said that this bond market has the potential to sell off big. Now, today is Fed Day. This is it. We are here now. And Powell, it is literally walking a tightrope today. Let's just cover what happened the last time he opened his mouth before Congress. He sounded to me like a little boy that was terrified, and that's what rattled the markets. And if you recall, the market sold off on that day. Now, I am still sticking to my guns here. The Fed is going to raise rates today. 25 basis points is what I believe is going to happen. 50, I do not believe that's going to happen. Although, again, they're still talking about a possible 50 basis point hike. This would send the market into free fall because the bond market would just, accelerate its losses. There's no doubt about it. So I don't know where these people are pulling these numbers out of a hat. 25 is priced into the market as I see it right now. But again, don't worry about that. You got to worry about what comes out of his mouth. If he pulls off what he did last time, it sounds like a little boy when he's talking. The market's not going to like that. They're going to lose confidence in this guy, and the market's going to sell off. It's that simple. That's why I am still in this vertical spread position here. It's the only position I'm holding. I went over this yesterday with Boeing. I'm not sure what this market's going to do right now. I wanted to have some exposure. It's dead even this morning. Bitcoin and Litecoin, by the way, are doing well today. The dollar is under pressure now. I find that somewhat interesting. Let's think about why. So if the Fed's going to raise rates today, you would imagine the dollar would firm up a little. It's down. Again, as I am doing this is a snapshot in time, could change. Bonds are selling off. That's a little frightening for anyone that's holding stocks on the long side here. But I expect this day to be volatile, no doubt about it. And I would urge you to listen to this guy talk today and see what he sounds like to you. Does he sound like a man that's, in command of the situation? Or does he sound like a little scared boy? Oh, don't ask me those questions. I can't answer it. That's kind of what he was like last time. It's insane. Look, you know it, and I know it. The only thing keeping this market afloat is confidence that the Fed, think about that word, that the Fed is going to keep the show going, keep the easy money going, not get aggressive with rate hikes. Speaking of which, I really want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say because it's huge. If you've been following my work, you know that I have said many times that I expected the yield curve to invert at one particular point because the Fed cannot normalize their abnormal balance sheet fast enough to prevent this. But this is incredible. And, these people at Morgan Stanley, you're starting to get under my nerve. It really bothered me here. Morgan Stanley today came out stating they believe the yield curve is going to invert in the not-so-distant future. Now, I said it first before Morgan Stanley. The same thing with regard to cryptocurrencies. So they're ripping off my work. So whoever you are out there, I know you're watching me. At least give me credit where credit is due. Look, I don't care if you want to use my stuff, but just say, hey, you know what? This guy, Greg Mannarino, said this, and it looks like he's right. That bothers me a little bit. That's like plagiarism. It's like in our face. Twice with Morgan Stanley now. Let's see if they're going to go for 3. It's crazy. All right, look. So this is it. This is the big one. This is Fed Day, people. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if I'm right. Number one. Overnight, I got dozens and dozens of emails. Greg, you're wrong. The Fed's not going to raise rates today. Look, I don't know everything. I'm just telling you my take on it. And you guys and girls out there that wrote to me, you may very well be right. I just think the way the market is acting, and the fact that the Fed has to maintain the charade. The charade is we're in the greatest recovery in the world, and if they don't raise rates, that means that's going to rattle the market. Hold on a minute. You can't even raise rates 25 basis points to the short end of the curve? I thought we were in recovery. You see, this is part of the charade. They have to keep it going. And there lies the outlier. The outlier is the Fed may believe their own garbage. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, so don't, please, I know it's going to happen. I say things and people twist them around. The outlier is the Fed buys their own BS and nudges rates 50 basis points. I don't believe that's going to happen, but they could make a mistake. And they always make mistakes. Look, the Fed is raising rates now, and I think they're going to 25 basis points into a slowing economy. We're not picking up, despite what you're hearing out of our big lofty politicians over there. All right, with that said, we are going to reconvene here at the end of the day, and it's going to be fun. Today's going to be especially fun. Do me a favor, do yourself a favor too. In the description of this video, if you're not watching this on my website, please start watching my videos on my website. I don't know another way to put it. Please do that. Glance down, look at that bond market chart. You will see we are bleeding again. Not good. Anyway, I'll see you later.